and welcome to this presentation of the online foil ordering system. So I'm going to take you through all of the stages, and we'll start with this screen. This is the first screen you'll see when you arrive at the Creators tool. On the right hand side over here is where you will log in. If you're a new user, you can create an account under here, or start without an account and place and design an order without having a saved account. But I am going to log in with my user and start from there. The benefit of being a registered user is you get access to a library where your previous designs will be stored for later editing or reorder. I'll go ahead and log in and start. So this will be the screen you will be seeing once you have an account and are able to log in. My screen is populated with my order history. I can view these orders and see any specific details about them. If I scroll down, I will get to my design library, which contains designs I've made and ordered previously. From here, I can choose to delete these designs or open them in the editor. If I want to keep working on a design, I can add it to the cart in case it's a order I want to reorder, or I can press the ×2 button to make a copy in case you want to make a couple of foils that are very similar but don't want to design them all from scratch. But I will go ahead and click on New Design because I'm going to do a new design. That takes us to the Select Product Model view. And in the top view, you will see all the available types of products that you can design foils or faceplates for. In this case, I'm going to select an STL model. As you can see, it states that I can order this model with both a faceplate and a foil. This shape fits systems like the T60, the Lynx, and the Panther. When I've clicked the general shape, I will be asked which kind of secondary shape I want. And here you see the various LED configurations. I will go ahead and use this one with the 5 LEDs in a row. The system also keeps track of the various kind of systems that use different shapes. Like for instance, the T60 uses a different shape from, say, the Panther. This is nothing you need to keep in mind. You just need to remember what kind of LED system you're working for. I'll go ahead and choose the 3-button configuration. As you can see, you can select all the various different ones. Next step is to choose whether you're designing for a faceplate or a foil. In this case, I will design for faceplate. You will go ahead and choose the next step, which is to select the background color. And this is something you can change throughout the course of your design, but I will stick to the yellow for now. And then you press start. This takes us to the Design Your Faceplate screen. Here is a general text describing the various functions here, but since I'm talking, I will show you instead. First tool you have is a text tool. Second tool you have is the image tool, in case you want to place a logo on your design, or any other types of images you would like to import. The last tool is the Add Icon set. Here you can choose from icons you've designed previously, or design a completely new icon, depending on your requirements. And again, you have the background color, which you can use to set the background color should you change your mind. Let's start with the text tool. Clicking on text places a sample text on your screen. You write something. This example, I will write up. You can choose the color of the text. You can choose the size, a couple of different fonts, styles of the font, for instance bold, and if you want to rotate your text in 45-degree increments. I'll place the up on my left button. I will then create a new text. I'll change it to down. Place it over here. If you want to change the size to something smaller, you can just simply do that. Place it out. I'll change my first text also to a bit smaller. There we go. If you want more detail, you can always zoom in to get your placing perfect. I will then proceed to add an icon. Here you get two different screens. You have the My Icons, which is icons designed previously, and you have the standardized icons, which we placed to use for standard purposes. In this case, I will just select a lamp. You select it, add the icon to stage, and it shows up here. You can resize the icon by using this tool down here to fit your needs. I'll place it here. Zoom back out. Now I want to place a logo on this design, so I'll use the Add Image. Here you can click to add your file if you have it located on your hard drive somewhere, or drag and drop it if you have it available on your desktop or in the vicinity. I'll choose one from my library on my hard drive. Choose this man logo, open, and it places it on the stage. Here it is good to use high-res PNG files because these support background transparency. If you choose a JPEG or any other file formats that does not have the support for background removal, you will get a white rectangle around your image, which might not be desirable. Once you're finished, you can preview your design by pressing the preview button, and it will superimpose it on a transmitter, which you can save this picture, for instance, or email it if you have a customer that might be interested in seeing it before you approve the design. More so on the screen, down on the left, you have the cart, which states how many designs you're currently working with. I have 2 designs that I've been working with previously. I can look in my cart and see what's going on in here. And you can also see the file I'm working on here, marked in green. Faceplate, sorry. It also states here the model you're working with. From here, you can choose to start over with a new design. The design you have been working on will still be saved in your account. There's no save buttons or anything you need to keep track of. It's saved automatically. So you could start over with a new design, or you can add this to the cart. Let's go back to the icon tool. If I would like to design my own icon, I have this tab here called Design Icon. Clicking it will take you to this tool area. You're presented with a couple of choices here. You got this Move tool, which you use to select and move items. You got the Bezier Line tool, used to create shapes of lines in various configurations. You got a Circle tool and a Square tool. I'll show you how to make a general shape. You start with a click. This starts the Bezier curve. You can then just click again to where you want it to end. This will keep the arrow, the line moving. Clicking again sets the first line, second line, and so on. Once you're happy with your shape, you can either close it, you can see the snapping happens automatically, or you can press Escape if you want the shape to end on an open area. If you let it snap to the beginning, you can now add a fill to your shape. For instance, I might want to have a yellow fill to it. You can also change your border to a different color, or remove the border entirely by pressing the strike through button here. Lastly, you can also change the border width of your icon by using the slider down in the bottom. Once you're happy, you press the Add Icon to Stage, and you can move it around. You can resize it, and again you can turn it around or even delete it. Pressing the Add Icon again shows your new icon in your library along with the standard icons. And for instance, you can place your icon and then use the text tool to add a text next to your icon if you would wish to explain what the icon does. If you work with designs such as push button transmitters, there are some other options. I'll quickly show you. You have the options of changing button styles here. For the fixed buttons, you can change the fill to a different color, and you can also change the border to yet another color. Now the button size and border widths are fixed, but at least it gives you a couple more options. You can also, as previously, preview your design. Back to our original faceplate design. If you are happy with it and you know what you're about to order, we can do that part now. Here you choose how many pieces of this new foil you want. I'm going to just go ahead and say 5. And then you can check the other faceplates you're working with. And if you are happy, you can place your order by pressing Order or New Design if you want to keep adding to this cart. Pressing Order takes you to the order summary screen, where you will have a quick look over of what you have in your cart. You can name your designs to make it easier to tell them apart in your library later, or you can remove them. You can check your contact info. This is pre-filled for me since I'm logged in as a user, and you can add a message down here. The message part could be important. The design tool only takes you so far, and if you need to have very special designs, maybe you want to have a button removed or something else made that you cannot perform by yourself, you write in the message box what you want to do. For instance, remove button 2. And the design team on the back end will do this for you. Last part is clicking the box that you confirm the general conditions. The general conditions you can read either by clicking this link or up here. And these are Tele-Radio standard conditions for delivery. And the last stage is you send your order. Once you've sent your order, you will get a order confirmation email in your inbox. This will state the products you've ordered. It will also give you a delivery time. Once your order has been received by the design team and they have downloaded your design, you will get another email stating that your order is in processing. And lastly, when the design team has printed your order and packaged it for delivery, you'll get a third and last email stating that your order has been shipped. If we go back to our account again, you will now notice our designs are stored here with our last faceplate first. I'll name this Man Yellow number 2. Now, for instance, I could continue designing this. If I want to change something, I can add it to the cart again, or I can double it if I want to keep working on it, but in a new version. So I did that, and now I get a copy of Man. I'll rename it Man Yellow 3. I can open it in the editor now and do my changes, maybe for slight variations of the same design. Going back into my account, we can look at a different kind of foil or faceplate that I've made for a joystick. Here you can see it's a bit more complex. I've added some more graphics to it, some more icons that I either designed myself or added from the library. Noteworthy also is on the left side here is a cat which is overlapping a hole. This is fine. This means that part will get cut off in the final design. If we preview it, we'll see what it's going to look like. In this case, the cat fits nicely under the left joystick. This kind of effect you can apply to other kinds of designs. For instance, we can look at the aqua level that I made previously, which has a big truck also falling outside the design. That would look something like that in the final stage. So this screen is where you will spend some of your time. You will also be able to track your orders here with your ID numbers, the date they were made, what stage the order is in, processing, order placed, or delivered. You can also go into your order and read about the details. This sums up this presentation of the foil and faceplate system. We will be adding functions and features to this on a regular basis. But for now, I hope you will enjoy working with it. Thank you very much.